What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Rhyme Avatar, and today we have a market watch. We're going to talk about prices related to the EX set, what card values where I'm going to think they're going to fall, where I find acceptable to pick up. Anything more than that right off the bat isn't worth it. Maybe anything in that ball range, we can probably discuss where to go from there. But guys, you know, yesterday I got hit with a loss. I lost my stepdad, who was basically my father since I was 2.5. I know it's a big ask, and I don't care if none of you do, if some of you do. It's just to get it out there. I'll have a link to a account related to a GoFundMe just to help ease the costs on my stepdad. He had a stroke years ago, and to get life insurance for him after the stroke would have been astronomical, so we couldn't afford that. So I'm hoping with just, even if 4 of you guys or anything like that can donate $5. It doesn't have to be crazy amount of money. I'm not expecting hundreds from anybody, but if you guys can donate $5 to that GoFundMe, it would mean the world, and it would help lay him to rest, give him a proper funeral service, everything like that. Outside of that though, guys, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So we have Greymon Secret from BT17 at $25. No surprise here, the deck is seeing some momentum movement just because of the restriction list happened, and the deck is actually pretty solid tier 2. Let's take a look though. Left side texture is about 80. First movie, no surprise here. I expect this to go up. Hopefully you guys got it when it was in the 60s, 70s, but people are willing to pay the bigger prices, and I expect this to go up more and more as time goes on. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Greymon Right Texture Secret BT17. We're at $58 to $60 range. I mean, I expect this a little bit, right? It's not as important as, because this was the last evolution, and I get that it's supposed to be the parallels. I kind of wish that it was Parrotmon and Greymon, both those secrets kind of showing a reverse of the fight. One, not both viewing them from the Greymon side, but Parrot's view. I get that this is kind of still centering around Greymon. I get that, but I kind of wish that both secrets were Parrotmon and Greymon, and then they could have made a combined art secret, which would have made a beautiful thing. But I get that Parrotmon wasn't that good of a card. Europe side though, taking a look here, just for its regular, 15 to 17 euros. Then it's secret from the third, looking at 50 euros to 60 euro range, kind of in the same ballpark. And then you got 60 euros to 65 euros. Might want to take these off if you want to try to get to $70 plus. It might be a good way of doing it. Pyldramon Beginning Observer BT16, 28 to $30 range. No surprise here. I expect this deck to still be strong until we get the Mother D Reaper shenanigans. If the combined set is Mother D Reaper plus black blockers plus purple blocker hybrid shenanigans, those 3 decks complete, I expect Pyldramon to fall off the face of the goddamn earth. There is no way that it's going to survive long enough for it to matter, and to be straight honest with you, that's what's going to happen. If Mother D Reaper Shoto kind of prevents Pyldra to go off, I get it. I mean, yes, Mother D Reaper is an annoying big boy wall, and yeah, most decks can't get over it consistently enough, but come on. Aggro decks have been kind of the meta for a bit, and now we can kind of alleviate that with a big mother blocker. So there are a few decks that still do fine because they hit wombo numbers, and you could definitely get Pyldramon to hit over it. You just have to play different rookies. So just be ready for that. Europe side looking like 16 to 18 to 20 euros. No surprise. I would just take this off the market and just bring it over to a Facebook marketplace, to be honest with you guys. Whew. Lucemon Chaos Mode Inferno Extension EX06, we're at 45s to 50s. No surprise. Why wouldn't this card go up? I mean, Lucemon X got revealed, so logical reason, buy out the card. So we did. And that's kind of the same thing with this Alti, going to 66 to 68. Just a really expensive card now. Europe side looking like 55 to 60 euros for its Alti. And then you guys have it at 15s to 20 euro range. Then we have Fenrir Luga, Takamazuchi, Secret Crisis, BT17, holding strong in the $16 to $17 range, no surprise. Deck's pretty solid enough to be able to handle most threats, and especially because it gives minus 16,000 DP, most decks don't survive that magic number system. Europe side looking like 13 to 14 euros. Lugamon Blast Ace, BT14, we're at 12s to 14s, no surprise. Two decks really play this card extremely well, and we're not going to even go that far. You have Dex and Fenrir Luga, and boom, you have two great powerful decks that rely on a very powerful rookie. Europe side looking like 14 to 20 euros. Metal Garurumon Seed Apocalypse BT15, we're at 38 to 40 euros, no surprise. Europe side looking like 30 to 35 euros. I wish this card would come down. I should have picked it up when it was dirt cheap. Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ace, holding strong at $4, going up a little bit. People are starting to tech this into, the Shine deck. We already knew this was going to be there, but Yellow Vaccine and Yellow decks in general, just a very powerful Blast Ace that can answer a good amount of threats depending on how many tapers you're playing. Blast Mode Ace is 3 euros to 4 euros. Morphomon promo, holding strong in the 25, starting to cool down a little bit. Hype is no longer there to hold this card's longevity, so unless this thing starts topping and dominating, this deck is going to fall off. So this thing should reach back to its $10 prices eventually, or a reprint will happen and then it'll just tank. Europe side looking like 25 to 30 euros. Gallantmon versus Royal Knight BT13, 33 to 35 euro, $35. No surprise, the card is just really good. It's a very powerful card, and long-term wise, it's always can see splashability and play. Europe side 32 to 38 euros. Mirage Galgamon Dimensional Phase going down a little bit. We're back into the 14s. I saw it at like 10s earlier, but apparently, actually, let me rephrase this. It's at $15 a pop. It's still kind of climbing. Okay, Mirage is just going to be expensive. As we get closer, there are going to be a few decks like Hexablow and, Galaxy with Mirage and Hexablow are just going to really take over. Looking at it, 15 to 17 euros. Lilithmon X Antibody Digimon Liberator EX07. Let's talk about it right now. It is at $15 a pop. If you told me you could find this at a $10 range or $8 range, I would say pick it up for that. I do not think $15 out of the gate is worth it. I do not waste your money. Do not collect gold. Just stay away from this fucking bitch. Shoto, Kaze, Shoto. Looking at it now, was bought out. There were a lot of listings at $3 a pop. I kind of expect this to be bought out anytime there's like a $3 listing for a while. It's just one of those powerful tamers that are needed for a lot of strategies centralizing around Mother D Reaper. Zaphagamon Digimon Liberator EX07, $15 a pop. If you could pick this up for 8s or even 6s, I think that's a fair deal. At 15, I don't see it holding long term. Yes, it is hyped because it is a new main character, but I don't see it long term. Bella Starmon, $50. Waifu tax on this X Antibody bitch is going to be expensive. This thing will probably hold that $40, $30 range for a good while. I think this thing's just really good. I think it's a 2 of in most lists, and being a 2 of in 2 different Bellastar strats or Beelzestar strats is going to help out a lot. Bielstar Ace, looking at it now, we're at $15 a pop. I kind of expect her to hold strength in the $8 range on release and then go back up. Or it'll tank down a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think because of the strategy it wants to be in, it's a more Three Musketeer-centric deck, you're going to expect this to be at play sets closer, so just be ready for that. Saber Leomon Ace, it's at $9 a pop. Don't pick this fucker up at 9s. This thing's going to be like a $3 card. Don't waste your investment. Heavy Metal Dramon, girl, you are $10 too shy. This thing is going to be bulk. This is going to be $1 right off the bat. I recommend when it gets to the lowest point, like if it touches $1, you buy up as many as you want and then hold on to it. Because this is a card you hold on until the goddamn support catches up to it. And when that goddamn support catches up, this deck will become expensive material. So that's kind of my little bit of a heads up. I expect this to be a dirt cheap super rare, similar to how Metallic Dramon and Volcanic Mon was in EX4? 4 or 3? Whatever one that was. I expect that to be that kind of fall point. It's going to become like $1 or $2 card. Pick as up many copy as you feel comfortable after you get your playset, and hold on to them because those cards will spike, and then you'll flip and make some good profit. Hexa Blaumon Digimon Liberator EX07, $20. Nope, don't touch this with a goddamn 10-foot pole. I expect this to maybe hold 12, if not less. So I expect people not to really flock to Hexablow, but that's up to you. Vortex Resurgence, $50, not fucking worth it. This has a lot of good future potential, but right now it is not worth the investment. So just hold off on investing into this long term and just pick up your copies when they're cheap. I think $10 would be the best pickup point, and we go from there. I do not see this thing holding $50. No, don't invest in at $50. You're just going to lose money at the end of the day. Vortex, this card is going to have potential, but it needs the support to catch up. Talokmon here, the Aztec deity Digimon here, $4. I expect this to come down a little bit more. Nature Spirits of a deck is a fun deck at the end of the day, but I do not expect it to hold long-term value. Volcanic Dramon at $4 a pop. Don't pick it up. Nobody's touching this. I expect this to go like to a $2 to a $1 card. Cinderillamon, basically $16. Waifu Tax is trying to hold her strong, but is people buying it? No, hell the fuck no. It's not worth it. The deck is tier 2, tier 3 category. Great at locals level. You're going to have fun with it, but at the end of the day, you are not making bank. Falcomon Update Pack 2024, $6 and a little bit climbing. A little bit. People are picking them up. It's going up to 7s now. Just be ready for this thing to go up more because promos are expensive as fuck. Europe side looking like €5 to €6. Zudamon Ace from Blast Ace BT14. We're at $8 a pop. 14 to €15. God, you guys suck when it came to this one. Then we have Trubon Ace Alternate Art. It's Inferno Extension, $39 to $40s. I expect her to be expensive. Europe side looking like 27 to €30. Justmon GX across counter BT10. Good to see you come down to your 15 senses, you expensive bitch. Europe side, 25 to €30 range. God, you guys suck when it comes down to this card's price. Eosmon BT17 Alternate Art Secret Crisis, $15 and a little bit of a bump. I expect it to come down a little bit over time. Europe side looking like 10 to €14. Shine Greymon Across Time BT12 going down as well. It had a little bit of a spike because of hype, but now we're kind of getting into, are you a good pilot with it or are you a bad one? We're at close to $8 a pop. Europe side looking like 7 to €9. Mirai Dimensional Phase BT11, $6 and going to 8. No surprise, I expect this to come down. Europe side though looking like €8 to €10. Ragnar Lord Ace Alternate Art, $15 and going down a little bit. Good to see you come down, boy. I expect this long term to fall down. Europe side, 18 to €10 for its ulti. Mother Reaper from is up to $4 a pop. If you have this in your bulk, time to flip it. Make your money. Europe side looking like 20 cents to 40 cents to 80 cents. VMON promo 117 is $40 to 82. God, this sucks when cards like this get expensive. Luckily, there's 4 different arts, but 8 euros to 12 euros. Seedramon promo 098, limited pack version $18 and holding strong. If you guys are playing fishies, good luck. You need to. Europe side looking like 12 to 20 euros. Magnamon Ace alternate art from Blast Ace BT14. We're at $13 a pop. I expect this to fall down a little bit more. I do not expect it to jump up a little bit. That much, but looking at it as being a 16 cents difference. Europe side looking like 18 to 20 euros as people finding the sauce because you guys are hyping the spy. Daniel Beamon, alternate art, beginning observer, BT16, $33. No surprise. Still, this card is just expensive. Europe side 11 to 14 euros. Louis promo 130. We're at $16 for the beginner set. Kind of good to see him getting lower and lower. I don't expect him to hold super long term. 8 euros to 12 euros. Yeah. But, guys, I know I'm being a pain in the butt. And I know that you guys owe me nothing. And I'm fine with that. But if you guys want to help with my stepfather, my father's funeral, it would be greatly appreciated. Donating $5, even if it was just a couple of you guys, means a lot. So the GoFundMe will be in the description and probably a tag comment. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. If not, I'm sorry I'm wasting your time with this field, but guys, hopefully you stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.